Good shot of the crowd in attendance here today at the Canadian Natural Resources Limited Gymnasium. This is Curtis J. Phillips providing play-by-play for all 13 games. And joining me today for 3 games, the expert commentary by Lauren Dracula. Bang! Oh, number 4, D. Bruin, the rookie out of the University of Winnipeg.
Yeah, I don't know why Keyano didn't have at least one blocker on him. He's a big athletic guy. We can't let him have those open hits if I'm Keyano, and well, there's the result.
And look at the line they have up front right now. They have the Winchester, Jonathan the Rifle Sloan standing 6'8", De Bruin standing 6'6". Be a free ball. Quick set. And Sloan loses it. King with the tip.
Well, King's actually big enough to compete with some of these guys at the net, and that's a good block by him. The Algonquin tried to tip the ball over him, and he was still hanging in the air.
Michael, no doubt an affable athlete. Always enjoyed talking to him. And the block off of Kerr. Point. 19-11, game 1. The winning team goes on to play the Camosun Chargers for the bronze medal championship. Camosun earlier last game having defeated Fraser Valley Cascades. Good one-hander by Betancourt. Quick dunk put back. Pichet off the block. Going back to Gannett. Too far on the back set by Kerr. Tip bango by the Winchester. The Rifle, Jonathan Sloan.
Yeah, that's a big time hit. And Algonquin really impressive in that rally for a big team. They're making some digs. Their libero made a great one-handed dig, but their block is ready. They're actually a pretty quick team for the size that they are.
Keelan Stone with the service. Sloan with the pickup. Kerr to Gannett. It seems they're going a lot to Gannett instead of Pichet.
Well, and remember we saw him shaking his hand off. I don't know if he might be hurt,
yep,
but it's very true. I think he's only swung at about 2 or 3 balls this whole set. And, the score, they're down 10, so I can draw a correlation between those two things. He is definitely their offense. Like, there's no doubt about it. The other teams know it. They know it. But you know what? That's not saying anything bad about Keyano because he would be the main focal point of an offense on any of these teams. He's that good.
And he was selected CCAA Player of the Year. And Trent Mason from the Huskies, Coach of the Year.
Well, Keyano has come out, and this is the worry and the argument against that backdoor bronze is that other teams don't have a tough time to rest. But, they've had a full night. They had a good night's sleep, hopefully. And you're going to have to come out in the second set and play with a little bit more energy and fire. Compete against these big boys.
23-12. Oh, missed that call.
That's kind of a weird play. The setter set the ball over the outside hitter and hit the referee, but one of the Algonquin guys, I guess, was on the net before the ball went out of play. I'm not sure who he was blocking since the ball went to the referee.
King with the service. Down the line, picked up by Pichet. Nice soft set. Elser. Going across to the big man, number 7. And he puts it away. Charlie Hamilton, 6'5", average 2.34 kills.
Yeah, Algonquin's in trouble there. They just chuck the ball high up in the air and take advantage of their size. It's a smart play by their setter.
Number 15 serving. Gets it over. And a putback. Pichet for the back row. Gets the kill.
Well, this first set looks like it's going to go Algonquin's way, and if Keyano wants to stay in this match, they're going to have to get Pichet involved in the offense, just like that.
Keegan Kerr with the service, picked up by Betancourt. Back row attack, and he's done that a number of times. Number 4, Ryan De Bruin, the sockless wonder from Ottawa, having played last year at the University of Winnipeg.
Yeah, and you can almost tell his composure level and maturity, and playing in the CIS, which is a step above this league, that the game seems kind of slow to him, and he's playing great. He's got probably 5 or 6 kills already.
Costa Solonakis, he had 2 aces start the game, and that is the game. Solonakis 25-14. Your prediction for the next game in the best of 5?
Well, Keyano did look a little groggy, and they came out and played not their best volleyball. They're not serving tough enough. They're not passing that well. And if you're going to beat a bigger team like this, you're going to have to do the fundamental things very, very well. And Algonquin is just big, and actually they impressed me a lot with the defense. They move well for big guys. They got a big block at the net, but if you do get the ball past the block, still, they can dig the ball up. And it kind of reminds me of the Limoilou team from last night. At big guys, but still really athletic, can move really well, and when you put those two things together, you're going to be a very good team.
Now we're jumping ahead. Limoilou, Grant McEwen Griffins, your call on that one.
Well, it's going to be a great match tonight. Grant McEwen came through provincial championships in Alberta. They were down 2-0, down 24-21 in the final against Mount Royal College. And pulled that out, and since then, haven't lost, obviously. They have played great here this weekend, played great against Fraser Valley, winning 3-0 last night. But that Limoilou team is, they're something special. They're big, they're very, very well coached by Coach Picard, and got experienced guys. A lot of guys have played together for years and years, whether it's Quebec provincial team or Canada Games team. I don't want to make a prediction, but I'll just say it's going to be pretty tough to beat Limoilou tonight. Grant McEwen is going to have to play the best volleyball they've played all year if they're going to run with the big red machine from Limoilou.
You're going halfway. I asked you to make a prediction. Lauren, I asked you to make a prediction. What's it going to be your prediction?
I say all else being equal, Limoilou 3-1. We're going to call it 3-1. I just think they're too big and too strong, experienced. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Grant McEwen because they've been playing great, but it's just speaks to how good that Limoilou team is. Like they're in a conference with only 4 teams, so they play the same 3 teams during the year. The coaching staff does a great job of getting them ready to come to these national championships and play a bunch of other teams. I know they have an exhibition schedule where they go to France and. So they're going to be tough. They're going to be tough.
That was my prediction too. Was a 3-1 Limoilou run for the championship.
Then it's got to be. We're going to look like geniuses or not. Well, this next set here, Keyano wants to compete. They just have to bring their energy level back to what we saw the first night when they played Camosun. They came flying out of the gates. They can shake that one off and come out, and Algonquin just has to do the same thing they've been doing. They're big. They got good ball control. Their coach, Max, is a former Limoilou player, so that's why maybe you can see some similarities between the two teams.
And the Thunder come out with the same starters. De Bruin, look for him. He's the sockless wonder, serving number 12, Kostas Solonakis. Betancourt doing great at the libero position. Hamilton, big man at 6'5", 2.34 kills. And number 10, Keelan Stone. We got Pascal Grenette, Mitch Schneider, Keegan Kerr, Tommy Sloan, Stacy Elser, and the Rocket, and a timeout. And the Rocket from La Roche, Alwyn Pichet.
Well, I'm not too sure about what just happened. Why Mason had called a timeout. Whether he just wanted another little break, maybe a little mind game here. I'm not too sure why he would go and burn one right away. But
look at this. If our cameras can catch the Keyano College Huskies on their side practicing, the starting lineup is warming up.
Well, I have a little bit of an idea what might be happening. Maybe Trent Mason wants to say, let's start all over again. Let's pretend it's 0-0. Let's come out of the gates. Let's go play Pepper and then come back and start this match over again. Let's throw that first set out. Forget about it. Now we're starting our match right off from the beginning.
Have you seen that before?
No. But you know what? You're in the national championships. You're home. You're down 1-0. Your team played really not that well in the first set. What do you got to lose? Why not try it?
The funniest thing I ever saw a sporting event I was participating in was in a provincial championship, and it was the opening game, and the coach of the opposing team, it was his basketball, the coach of the opposing team had one of his players literally, and this has been done before, sit down the floor and start barking during inbound play. We all turned our heads, and the inbound the play got the score. It was the most unusual thing I've ever seen.
Well, that's good coaching.
That's bizarre coaching. Solnakis serving number 12, and a line violation.
Well, calling the timeout, having the team start all over again, got them the first side out. It came and missed the serve. The server thought about it a couple more minutes. As of right now, it looked like a great coaching move.
Trent Mason, perhaps the best, or even the best dressed coach in the tournament this year. Yesterday, opening game wore plaid pants. Today, he's wearing a shocking green St. Patrick's Day sweater. Tied at 1. Hamilton with the service there, going across, and it's long by Schneider, 2-1. Hamilton will go back. He's the second on kills, along with Sloan on the team, averaging 2.34. So right there, you got over 5-point kill average between Sloan at 6'8" and Hamilton at 6'5". Schneider with the putback, 2-2.
Yeah, that's a big block that Gain puts up in the middle, and it caused Schneider to make a hitting error the last play, but there he managed to power it through the block.
Betancourt with the dig. And the kill put away, 3-2.
Yeah, pretty nice for their setter to have all these options setting it. You got a great big guy. You got a size advantage no matter where you put the ball when you're playing against Keyano if you're Algonquin.
Adam Gaines serving, standing 6'5". Look at the lineup out there now, 6'5", 6'5", 6'8", 6'4". But the Huskies come away with the point.
Now they got to get Piché involved just like that, and hopefully, his hand isn't hurt and he can continue to hit the ball hard. And if they're going to be successful, he's got to get a lot of balls set his way.
You don't want to see that.
And they can't do that. No, that's right.
You can see that huge height advantage on the front line right now. 6'6", 6'8", 6'4". Our lineup 6 feet, 5'10", and 6'4".
Look at the middle blockers alone. Thunder's Sloan is about a foot taller than his Keyano counterpart.
Good net with the kill. At the net, they were caught in the campfire, looking at the hot dog, looking at the marshmallow. 5-3.
Yeah, another little miscue there by Keyano, but just another showing of the size advantage. Any plays that are at the net, Algonquin has been able to take advantage just because they're so much bigger.
Keelan Stone serving. Pick up by Elser, Stacey Elser over the Rocket. And point Huskies, 4-5.
Well, Piché's already got more sets this set than he did the last game, so maybe that was what Coach Mason was telling his team. Hey, we got to get number 9 the ball a little bit more.
He's the one that got you here.
That's right.
And it's in. Oh, what's the call?
He called out.
Out. Oh.
Very close call.
Ryan DeBruin serving. Maybe have some listeners send him some socks. We've mentioned the sockless wonder many times. And that, no doubt, is out.
That was definitely out. A lot of service errors here early on.
Good crowd for the Huskies, well over 600. Piché serving. His last server's into the net. Good pickup. Going across to Hamilton. They were able to control Hamilton. Piché back row. Bango!
That's the first time that he's come out of the back row and hit that, what we call a pipe ball out of the middle of the back row. And he had a lot of success with that against Camosun. Camosun, a little smaller team than Algonquin, but another great way to use his weapon. That weapon is his offensive weapon.
Piché serving. Good high toss. Betancourt with a pickup. And Chuck does it. Charlie Hamilton.
Yeah, it's a good swing by Hamilton. You know, he was in a little bit of trouble. The set was a little bit outside, but he just hit it high and hard and got it off the hands of that small Keyano block.
Jonathan, the Rifle Sloan from Winchester. Just about, I was told, that jump serve this year. And the ball's in by Kerr.
That's little John Mason. You know, he plays in the middle position.
Mason, yep.
I say little, but you know, he's 6 feet tall. Not little in most people's standards, but here against this big Thunder team, he looks like a small guy. It's a good shot by him.
John Mason from Kelvington, Saskatchewan. Oh, nice little rope spin on that one, a sidewinder.
Yeah, you know, that's impressive. You know, this Algonquin team, not only just big, but that's a smart shot. They play good defense. They move around well, and they're coached very well by a former Limoilou player.
Solnokas had 2 aces to start the game. He also had the winning point, one of the top ace servers in the tournament. And there he is once again, proving his skill at the line.
Yeah, that handcuffed Elser. It's a tough serve. They had a little side spin on it. And Elser, usually a very good passer, it just it got on him too quick and he couldn't handle it.
I'd like to thank all our volunteers doing a great job here at the Caldwell Banker CCAA National Men's Championships. Brought to you on PQMnet, and you can watch the archive games. Point Huskies.
Well, another tough point. Elser had trouble again with the serve receive ball, but Keyano May got away with a hand call, possibly been called. I can see the Thunder team thinking it should have been called.
And that's long gone.
Hamilton again, you know, he's been impressive this match so far. They're going to him quite a bit.
Hamilton, who's playing in Ottawa. Little floater picked up by Sloan, Fort Murray boy. Schneider with the kill.
That's what they got to do. They use those. Keyano has to use those quick middle sets. That's what they call a 31. And that's going to make the Algonquin block at least be moving vertically instead of just having to move horizontally and not just jump vertically.
And they're celebrating in Medstead, Saskatchewan. That's 2 in a row for the Medstead, Saskatchewan native.
Well, Keyano's showing a little life here, and it's good to see for them to come out, play with a little bit better energy. That timeout right at the beginning of the set's looking like a smart play.
Tied at 10 points apiece, game 2. The Thunder winning game 1, 25-14, best of 5. The winning team will go to the bronze medal match against the Camosun Chargers. The losing team will go home, but still proud having attended the national championships.
Yeah, all of these teams, you know, have either been their provincial championships or a wild card, meaning they're at the top of the standings all year long. And it's been just an amazing event, like you said, the volunteers, the coordinating committee, and to have a volleyball spectacle like this at Keyano, where we haven't had a great history of volleyball, but maybe this is going to be something to kick it off and continued success to their program.
Schneider with the service. Number 4 comes right back with the kill, Ryan De Bruin.
Yeah, Hamilton rotates to the back row. De Bruin comes up, and then they get just as strong, if not stronger. He's a very talented player.
Substitution to the game, Gerald Strunks in for his service. What I've noticed is the specialists all come in, they all do floaters.
Well, you know, it depends on the personnel that you have and why they want to go in. Usually you take out your big middle blocker to put in a smaller guy. Raise the level of defense a little bit, but there are spin servers that come off the bench.
Bango Pichet.
That's a pretty tough task to come in cold off the bench and then toss and rip a good hard spin serve. And I think the coach is just looking for something consistent from them. And the coaches all know how hard it is to come off the bench and put a spin serve in the court.
Pascal Gannett picked up by De Bruin, and that's long. Oh, off the tip.
Yeah, another high hit. He's just contacting the ball so high. Sloan is, we've got him listed at 6'8", about a good 7-8 inches taller than Mason on the other side trying to block him.
De Bruin with the service, nice service. Picked up by Elster, that's gone. 14-12.
Well, I think Algonquin's finding their